Okay, welcome to my channel, the King Lee Way. So for those coming for the first time or ever watching the stream for the first time, my name is King. So, and I am in the city of Daejeon, South Korea. So that's where I am right now. All right. So before we talk about any topics, I'm going to try to slowly go through the comments for now. And yep, Mr. Ron says hello to all of us. And he is based in Davao City, right there in Mindanao Island. And here we go. And here is Earl. Earl, welcome again. Thank you for spending some time here on the channel. So, and thanks again for your special donations. So definitely. And Ron says, we can't wait. So definitely. All right. So I always like to give a few reports here and about my city because we have the cases again, and this is keeps getting annoyingly scary. So I'm just looking at, and we are now up to 149 cases here in the city of Daejeon. So that's another thing that has happened. And for those, I'm gonna introduce, my friend. So Paul has the chicken Gaylord. I have Max. So yes. So Max is here quietly. He's being a good boy. He's not driving me nuts. So definitely. And yes, I have my iced coffee. Yes, sorry, I have to make fun of Gio because he drinks that 3-in-1 stuff. I get this good instant coffee here. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah, and look, maybe if Gio can come and get this. Oh yeah, this means ice. So Korean lesson time, and this word is pronounced black. Burlock. So yep. So I can say, here, Gio, you want some good stuff here? I got the good stuff. Yeah. So yes. Okay, Ken, welcome. And he says hello to all of you hanging out. So welcome. And Nitbon, yes, morning to you. It's nice to see you here. And Macho, greetings, yes, to everyone, definitely. And hello, yep, Carl eating peach and mango pie from Jollibee. Yes, I love the mango. That's the one thing I like is the mango pie from Jollibee. I always have to get that one. Oh yeah. Oh, Gio, that's right. He upgraded. He got himself a coffee maker. No more of that 3-in-1. I thought I had to rescue him and give him something like this. That's good to know. So good old coffee. So definitely. So, yep. So those are all of my things I've been having to make it through a live stream. Yeah. And yeah, I just go crazy for iced coffee here. Oh. Oh, look who's here. It's Mike. Yeah, aloha, my friend. Hope you're living the dream. Yeah. So, any of you, assuming you don't know who Mike is, he has a channel called Live My Ass Off. And yeah, he goes on these little tours and he shows you pictures of beaches while he live streams, like for 4 to 8 hours. I don't know how he does it. Mr. Marathon Man. So, definitely. For those that don't know, Mike, go check out his channel. It's fun and entertaining at times. Yeah. Except I want to jump into where he's at in Thailand and hang out at the beach. So, Mike, if you can figure out that Star Trek technology, beam us over. I'll be happy. I'll be the first one to come. You know that. Yeah. Okay. Ken, number of cases not as critical as the number of deaths. That's an indicator of how well we can treat this virus. Yeah, so we are. So yeah, because usually the situation is, yeah, majority of us can still live, So usually the ones that do die are the ones that already kind of have some pre-existing conditions as happens. So that's what I've noticed. Okay. Oh, thank you, Mr. Tommy Gunn. Gave me some Fedia money on PayPal. Thank you. I'll check the email because I can't get the notifications yet. So, but thank you. And Tommy, you're my second guy that donated. So I actually have a list. Earl's the first donator. Tommy, you're the second donator. Thank you so much. Put that to use. Eat some Korean food with it. So thank you both, Tommy and Earl. Okay, Aztec, yes. Yeah, he's coming over from the Mike's channel, Live My Ass Off. So definitely. So yeah. So definitely. And Bob, yep, good morning. Nice to see you again. I'm doing well so far. So good. Hanging out in the good old peninsula. That's what we call this. Korea is a peninsula state of size of Iowa. And Daniel, good morning, Asian time, evening. He finally made it to Florida. So he's doing the East Coast time. So he is on East Coast time. And let's see. And Mike goes, yeah, it's the 3-in-1 that allows the hours of live streaming. All right. Well, you got some decent coffee over there. So I'll even throw some here, Mike. You can come and get it. Yeah. So you're welcome. Yeah. Thank you again. Okay. And yes, Mike, note the first date travel bubble will be done tour group. So you'll be able to come with 29 of your closest friends. So I think we need to get 29 people together and all come. So it should be like a cool kids table get together, Mike. Have a little open spot for the 29 cool kids at the table and make more room if need to be. So definitely. So yeah. Okay, and Daniel, back in the U.S. Yes, I remember you saying you had some Jack. You're having some Jack over there, and more spacious environment. Yeah, so definitely. Okay, Mike, we already have a first volunteer. 1 out of 29. There's number 1, Ken. So go visit Mike and tell him I want in on that cool kids table deal. Definitely. Now that will be the king version of Super Chat. Yeah. Yeah. So I like the part, Mike, where we donated to, the guy that owned that place, So every Super Chat, you matched it. So that was a pretty cool deal. So, yep. So I had fun even throwing in something. That was fun to do. So I said, hey, something for his hard work. Took good care of you. So I saw that. So definitely. Okay. Yep. And yeah, live my ass off in the house. Yep. Go more hike. Yeah. Because sometimes I see you all over the place too. Yeah. See you on those other channels. Yep. And Eagle. Yep. I saw the 60 game schedule. Dodgers are coming. They open up against the Giants. So I'm somewhat excited to get some baseball in. So definitely. So, yep. So I used to be a crazy baseball fan. I used to go to 60 games a year. I've done less and less because I pretty much now live out in the overseas. So sometimes when I do have time, I'll catch a game. So, and yeah, a friend, as I said in my last live stream, my friend goes, King, start a Dodger channel and, do a live stream after, your thing and all that, the games. So, yeah, Sue, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, Sue, that was his name. Yeah, he was cool. Yeah, so you were there too, of course. All right, Daniel. So, yep, and the thing is, what I put here is why do a lot of Koreans come here. So yeah, so Koreans love to come to Cebu for obvious reasons. Cheaper to learn English, few Koreatown spots in both cities and the beaches, and they buy a lot of souvenirs. So actually, since Daniel came up with the comment, I'm gonna put a little banner here. So these are the cities that Koreans frequent the most. So, of course, in Cebu, we have about 30,000 residents and tourists there. Bohol, they come to Panglao Alona Beach a lot. And of course, Angeles City and Boracay. And of course, they do come to Dumaguete. So those are most of the places I hear that a lot of Koreans do come to. And that's what a lot of Koreans tell me a lot of the times. So I actually get a lot of that. So those are some of the places. So if you guys that do go to the Philippines, you guys can tell me, yeah, where you seen tons of Hanguk Saram, which means what I just said in Korean was Korean people. So yeah. And let me get back to the little comments here. Yeah, Sue was thrilled for the generosity. Yeah. So that was, yeah, I was happy that we made his day, whatever. So yeah. Okay. Yep. I get around the way watching YouTube's like interactive TV. I still watch a good bit of regular TV too. Yep. So whatever gets the interactions going, that's one thing. So, yep, Alona Beach, one of my favorite getaway hotspots. Yeah, I wanted to pay a visit there. I haven't had a chance, but maybe hopefully when everything is over, I can make another shot at going to more places and bring my girlfriend along too. So I would love to go there. So yeah. Okay, and now, yep. And Mike says the highest density of Koreans, yeah, was Boracay. Yeah, and a lot of Koreans always tell me, yeah, you went to Boracay. Yeah, I've been there. Are so many. Yeah, so definitely. And yes, my baseball's coming back. I might even start watching baseball. Yep, July 24th, 23rd, 24th, opening day. Definitely. And Daniel, consider Sargao and Sikyor. Oh, and I actually been to Sikyor, so many Koreans go there as well. Because when I was on the ocean jet from Cebu to Bohol, and to Bohol to Sikyor, yeah, it was all Chinese and Koreans on that boat. So definitely, yeah. And let's see here, comments. And seeing a lot of hot Korean girls in Boracay. Yeah, they kind of come in droves, the Korean girls, or sometimes even the young Korean ajumas, they still look good in their late 30s and 40s. And they come in droves. They say, hey, I'm going to get away from the kids and a husband. So, yeah. So I usually at times would run into those. Let's see. Ooh, I'm going to make sure these things don't get away. Whoa, no. Yeah. I can see where I could lose. So, yeah, why are there more Chinese people live in Manila than Koreans? Yeah. Well, and since I teach online, I actually talk to a lot of, even my elementary Chinese students, and they actually talk about, yo, my mom went to the Philippines, and my dad, I have family that stays in Manila. So a lot of them, yeah, come down. But right now, a lot are not coming as much as possible. So, yeah, but there's a lot more Chinese, and they go to Bohol a lot too. So I've talked to a lot of experts. Go lots of Chinese. Yep, and go more high. NBA season will start again. So we'll have an MLB and NBA getting going again. So look forward to that. Okay, Mike, Nippon D, they all seem to love doing photo shoots on the white beach. Yes. Yes, Mike. Every time when I'm in Korea talking to talking to a lot of Koreans that go there, yeah, they show me those pictures. Look, I went to Philippines. I went to Boracay and Palawan, So that's kind of the common thing to do. So, and Daniel, yep, that's why I love having you here, because you got some wealth of information. Chinese have a lot of business, Manila and a bit of Chinatown nearby where they serve authentic foods. So, and then you even have like certain mix of, like Daniel's Filipino Chinese American. You even have some Chinese Filipinos that that are involved in a lot of things and businesses over there. Yep. So definitely. All right, these comments are coming by. Hopefully I get to hit all the points, but yeah. Last year, one Korean couple was fined in Brockway for wearing the little skimpy bikini on the. I actually saw an article about that because that news got back here to Korea Times. So yeah, I saw that, and yeah, the police put a little fine on them. So definitely. So yeah, Tommy says okay. Okay, what's in Boracay? Never been to the Philippines. Yeah, I haven't been there yet, but it's just such a tourist attraction. And another thing about Boracay is mostly it's a couples thing, because usually when a lot of my Korean friends go there, they go as boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife, or sometimes they'll just go with a bunch of ajumas and a bunch of ajishis. But yeah, so that's another thing. Okay. And also, why would Korean go to Philippines to learn English? Don't they teach English in Korea? Well, here's the thing. Go more hike. It's so expensive to send their kid into an academy called a Hagwon. It's way cheaper to bring them to the Philippines, because backpedaling back to Korea, they really don't practice speaking English. Most kids don't have exposure to foreign kids like in Thailand or some other countries. The only foreigner they see is us, adults. That's all they deal with. So, and plus when they go to Philippines, they really have to interact with the Filipino teachers. It's way cheaper to send them in, and it's a needed vacation. Yeah, so sometimes the mom and the kid will go live in the Philippines for 6 months while the husband stays back and works and sends the money to fund this. Because even when I've been inside these training schools in IT Park, and I've actually seen a class where the mother and the kid are both learning English together from the Filipino or Filipina teacher. It's much cheaper, and they actually have to maybe use English in the Philippines, but sometimes the Filipino customer service speaks Korean, because this happened to me when I was in Cebu. So definitely, it's much cheaper, and it's the experience. Yeah, and plus it's a part go. Oh yeah, we went to Philippines, and now my kid speaks better English than your kid. So there's one of those. And of course, if I'm going to teach your kid English, you're paying me $50-$60 an hour. They don't want to pay me that. So yeah, they're going to fork out the money, and Philippines don't. All right, and Daniel says, unfortunately, recent anti-Chinese rants and propaganda prompted many Filipinos to show disdain, allegedly about jobs being stolen. Yeah, that's an issue too, definitely. So yeah. So yep, Goldmore Hike, White Sand Beach, good nightlife, good results, and a lot of Koreans. Yeah. So we have so many of them. And yep. And yeah, so here's another thing. One of my videos, I did a video called Why Are There So Many Koreans in Cebu? I didn't even think anything of it. I was sitting there just eating noodles. It's my highest viewing video. Yeah, it's weird. It's my highest viewed video, and I was kind of shocked. So, and I still get comments till this day about it, or where are you? Are you still in the Philippines? No, I'm not. Yeah, you missed out. So But yeah, I talked about 3 reasons why there's so many Koreans in the Philippines. So I figured, hey, I'll do a little fun little live stream about it. And, hey, this will kind of bring a good discussion. And then I do have something to show you. Hopefully I can get to that point. I will do the screen share later. So hopefully I can get some thing in your opinions on it. And Mr. Tommy Gunn, anti-Chinese rants are all around the world, not just the Philippines. So, yeah, especially where everything started with the pandemic. And Daniel goes, Koreans are very verbose and less embodied. Can be charismatic on certain news, but sometimes over-exaggerated. However, still fascinating to socialize with, especially when speaking Hangul. Yeah, and Hangul is the Korean language, which is one of the easiest to learn if you can, do the little shapes, ka, na, da, da. So it's like 10 vowels and 14 consonants. So almost like the English with 26 letters total. So you can pick it up. Now, Daniel T says, for Tommy, well, I'm part Chinese. I encourage you to be careful on whom you label your frustrations with. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, Ton. Yeah. Okay. Nice way to say sorry. Yeah. So, yep. Nope. That's cool. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, King Biden, when I arrived in Atlanta via Korean, I hung out with 2 Korean female cabin crews and a few beers and goblet of nachos when we shared contact as I parted to Jacksonville via Southwest. Ooh, awesome. So you met up with a few of the cabin crew members. Yeah. So, yeah, one thing, again, I'm a little biased here. I love Korean Air. The cabin crew, the flight attendants are great. You can't really get mad. And even if they mess up something, I rarely get mad. You can't get mad at them. They go out of their way compared to if you fly Southwest and you're worried about Big Karen snapping at you, So that's one thing, and of course, mostly the Asian airlines, I love flying Asian airlines. Yeah, and go more. As I talked to some people in Thailand before they spoke great English, I was impressed. They said said proudly that they studied English in China. Yeah. So that's one thing, a lot of things in China, and English is still big, China, but hard to get around. Oh, yeah. Like the stewardesses. Yeah. The flight attendants. Yeah. Pretty. Yeah. The last time we had really modeled looking stewardess and I wasn't really alive is probably you not so older gentlemen would know when you flew Pan Am. Because I remember watching the ABC season of Pan Am for only one season. Didn't go past that. But yeah, Pan Am. That was a little different back then. Oh yeah, Big Karen. Yeah, and we have a few Korean Karens here sometimes too, So, but yeah, but I do love flying Korean Air. So that's one of the things. Now I'm gonna go to the thing. Okay, we covered this, but once again, yeah, a lot of Koreans, even Japanese, they are learning English in a training school. Plus, they get a lot more attention. So I wanted to add this. They get lots more attention from that Filipino or Filipina teacher. Way more attention. Because most of the times, I forgot to tell you, Aztec, you were just asking, yeah, say I teach at an academy. Well, there's going to be 10 or 12 of those kids in my class. They're not going to, even if it's a small number of kids, they're not going to get the attention. Where in the Philippines, where these training schools have 1,000 teachers, you pretty much are going one-on-one with a Filipino teacher. So yeah, you are definitely getting that one-on-one attention, and sometimes even because I've taken the tour, inside there, and yeah, and then sometimes there's 3 kids or group, and the only reason they want to do group is because it's their peers. And I was in there just hanging out, wow, how you've been interacting with the kids. And then, of course, the Korean kids start speaking Korean to me, and I tell them in Korean, hey, you're here to practice your English. Practice your 영어. So 영어 is Korean. I mean, English and Korean. So, yeah. Practice your 영어. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Definitely. Yep. Korean Airlines. Yep. Yep. Definitely, Ron. I love Korean Airlines. So, yeah. And so far, they haven't canceled. I've never been canceled on Korean Airlines, even during this pandemic, but they're usually on top of things. I think they do a really good job because they even give you a list. They have a list of flights that are not going. So, and they update that daily. So sometimes I'm on that site every day looking to see what is going on with Korean Air. So I am constantly, looking and checking to see what the latest thing is. Because sometimes, Korean Air keeps up with the government because Korean Air is a chaebol, a conglomerate. It's one of the big, like LG, Samsung, Hyundai. Korean Air is up there, except they're taking a serious hit right now, which airline isn't. So, yeah. So that's another thing. Of course, I'm going to put this thing here. Why are there so many Koreans? And, in my other live stream, I talked about Hell Chosan. So going to the Philippines is like a night and day world. They are running away. Said, yep, I need to be stress-free. I need to run away from this 70-hour work week. So I need to come to the Philippines and kind of relax. So, yeah. So that's one of the things why a lot of Koreans come. And I was just following a YouTuber yesterday. He's a Korean guy. Yeah. That he actually, I was kind of like shocked that he came with. The way I'm really shocked about it is he's one of those guys that actually stepped up and, said, I'm not going to live with that. I'm not going to do what that society tells me. And he ended up marrying a Filipina with a kid, which in Korean society and culture, most Korean parents are like, no, don't you dare. We'll disown you, son. But no, he married her. He got another kid. So yes, one kid is biologically his, and the other, is a single Filipino mom that they're married. They live a happy life. And he goes, I didn't care. I'm going to marry her. I love her. And, I commend them for, doing that. So, yeah. So I've been watching his videos. I'm going to keep watching. Maybe if I can, in the future, get maybe him on the stream, I would love that if it's possible. So we'll see. Okay, Daniel. Glad when I left Cebu to Incheon and then to Atlanta, the flight was less than half of the passenger's capacity. Got a free upgrade to business class. Yeah. So definitely. So, okay. Yep. Hell Chosan. I saw that video. Yep. So definitely. Yep. Upgrade or 3 free seats to lay across. Both good. Yeah. So that was awesome, Daniel. Aztec. Yeah. Get to relax. Okay, so you said the subordinate can't leave before their boss. What happens if subordinate does leave, get fired on the spot? 2 things can happen based on where that person is in the company or his status. He could be chucked, or what they'll do is they'll make his life so miserable or her life so miserable so they would quit. So that's usually what it do. They'll just put more stress and stress till they wear you down. So, and here's an interesting thing. I was talking to a friend, and she knows a guy who's teaching at an English Hagwon, and of course she's trying to tell him, because she is right on this, and she understands this, and I understand this. It's a Confucius society, Confucius work culture, and this guy, he's working at academy, and they're making him come in on Saturdays. which is supposed to be overtime. But when Korean says we'll pay you overtime, especially at those places, they never do. And then he's like complaining, like, where's my overtime? And then they just, one thing in that work culture, they give him a lot of lip service, where if it's me, I'm like, put the money in my bank account or else I'm going home and I'm not coming in Saturday, because that's what I do, because I have the money, I have enough to live off where I'm not desperate. But, that's one thing I learned is just hit them early and say, I'm not going to play. So put the money in my account or else I got other things to do. But he goes, oh, they're going to do in good faith. No, they ain't going to pay him. They're just buying time, giving them a lot of this lip service. And that's what I try to tell a lot of the expats here that teach English here, to be aware of these things. Be aware of recruiters. Be aware of Hagwon directors. I'm not saying all of them are bad, but be aware of all of these things when you come teach English here. So, yeah. So be aware. Okay, more. Yep. Flown business class. Yeah. I have an eater, so hopefully I can get an opportunity like Daniel did. So definitely. All right, Daniel. Yep. I rewatched a Samir Hell Chosun episode via Asian Boss. I feel for so many young Koreans wanting to get better opportunities abroad, but having to network with the right people is a challenge. Yeah, it's a huge challenge, Daniel. Yeah, it's an extreme huge challenge for youngsters because a lot of them don't have the English ability, because abroad you need that conversational skill. And most of the times in the Korean education system, they don't really teach speaking English or as much. And another thing is mostly the public school elementary, called the EPIC program. You have the foreign teacher, but in that class, you have about 40 kids. And you're just listening to the foreign English teacher. Hi, how are you? And they're not getting much really, English. They're just actually there. The foreigner's just there for show. Yeah. So they just there for show. So yeah, it's sad. Sometimes it just kind of like gives me a headache. Okay, King, will you ever work and live in America again or just stay in Asia? Well, for now, I'm going to stay in Asia because I don't want to come back to America and come back to Korea and do the 14 days again, So there's that catch-22 right now. And I'm on doing my online job training for my job in America. So I don't know if the thing will happen because of what's going on. So I might still do the job. Well, it's it's a self-employed gig anyways, what I do. And we'll see if I have to get to head back and do the job or not do the job. So yeah, I have to just keep in contact and say, you know what, I don't feel safe coming, so I'm just going to stay put. So, yeah. Okay, so Daniel tells Go More High, Koreans are conditioned to be loyal and committed when it comes to working for companies, especially the big ones. The problem is that stress and expectations often mix into the nightmare. Yeah, and that's like the definition of that hell Chosun comes in. So, and then this is what, sometimes like, why do they move to Thailand, move to the Philippines, and especially the content today is moving to Philippines? They want to get the hell away from here. I don't blame them. They want to just stay in the Philippines. And, I talk to a lot of, Koreans now, and of course, I love in language exchanges because, they're practicing English and stuff. And then I can practice a little Korean. And I talk to them about like the Philippines and stuff. And they go, King, what are you doing? Because you haven't been around. I've noticed you're not here. I'm like, no, I've been traveling. I've been in Thailand. I've been in Philippines. I've been in Japan. I'm going here and going there. And they're like, what? And wait, I see your phone. You have yep. And I have a girlfriend too. Got me a girlfriend. Just happened. So they're like, wow. And they go, I want what you want. Well, you could. But figure something you can do to make money and, go live in the Philippines. Or I don't know if your family has the money to support you to go study in the Philippines English. because you're going to be forced to kind of use it as long as you don't hang around Koreans all the time. So yeah. Yep. In the future, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know I just know for next year I just got to stay put. But yeah, we'll see, Tommy. Okay. And yeah, that sounds like some news report I've seen about the life of a Japanese salaryman. Yeah. And of course, there's a guy I follow, Paulo from Tokyo. And wow, he does a great job of following a life of a salaryman. Yeah, he does a video where he's up early in the morning. They wake up at 6:30 and then talks about, yeah, his or her routine. So yeah. So it's well done. And yeah, Paulo from Tokyo. Yep. So I see an influx of Koreans moving into Southeast Asia than most Westerners do. Yeah. It's going to be the case, and of course, a lot of Koreans go to Thailand because, as I stated on the visa, it's 90 days for Koreans. So they will go to Thailand too. So, and there's a Koreatown, Thailand off of Nana Station. So yeah, so sometimes, yeah, I will go into Sukhumvit, Nana, and go eat some Korean food. It's okay. It's not the super best because I get the best locally because anywhere in your country, just like Thai food is good in Thailand and Vietnam food is good in Vietnam. But yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, it's going to be the norm because remember, as I said, why do so many Koreans come to Philippines or Southeast Asia? And especially for the men. So I have a little subject for that in a second here. So yeah. Yep, and Nippon, yep, Samsung here in San Jose, California works in my domain, but I never joined them. I have heard a lot of horror stories. Yeah. Yeah, and that's tough, for a lot of those Koreans, and they feel like, okay, I'm in San Jose, I'm in heaven, yes. And of course, another thing is, yeah, they do kind of keep to themselves, even when they come to America. They do kind of keep to yourselves, but eventually, yeah, you could join some of them. Like for me in America, it was more easier to, mingle with Koreans in Koreatown, LA. And I'm not talking about Gilpos or Korean Americans. I'm talking about even native Koreans because they have to speak English. Even if in Koreatown they speak mostly Korean, but they'll speak English because then they'll figure I'm a Gilpo and they'll be like, oh, okay, hey, so yeah, I'm here and I'm from this area and I'm from there and I'm here in a company practicing my business English. I want to live here and learn the ways here. So I was like, oh, no problem. So yeah, so that's one of the things. Yep, and then Soy 11, Sukhumvit, yep. So good old Bangkok, yep. Hopefully maybe we can meet up in Bangkok, Tommy, or if you drop by Korea. So that'd be cool. And I always wonder why I saw so many Koreans in Thailand. Yeah, so there's part of your answer by you coming here. They're on 90-day visas. They, a lot of them frequent in Thailand a lot because, yeah, and sometimes on the Friday groups, like for the meetup, yeah, a lot of Koreans will come around it too. The ones that speak pretty good English. So I would actually meet Koreans that, talk about, yeah, I'm here on vacation or I'm here to work. I got a business. And it was funny because I met one Korean woman, an Ajuma. She actually lived in this town. We weren't that far away from the school that I worked from. So, yeah, so definitely. So, yep. And Daniel, I love Samsung LG, but the high level of stress inducement is not to joke about, except those want to earn more money and spend less on leisure. Yeah. Now, it's especially at those chaebos. Yeah, those are stressful jobs. I mean, you start at a high salary. You start at about 3 million won a month for a new employee. But once you get up to 10 years, it doubles. It gets to 6, 10, but you're sacrificing family almost. You're sacrificing everything. Yeah, you put in the 10 years because something about once you get 10 years in, your salary doubles, your pension goes up. So that's one of those things. Yeah, it's really, oh yeah, what they go through to make that almighty, we say the almighty dollar, the almighty won, the WON, the currency. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and this Tommy is cheaper than Korean spice food like Korea has. Yeah. So definitely. Okay, and let's see, Nippon. I have Korean friends. That's not the problem. I don't like their work culture. Yeah. No, I don't like their work culture. And, I love being hanging out in Korea. I love, some of the Korean friends that I have, but I just don't like the work culture of it and the way society is. Those are kind of the things I don't like about Korea. So, but, still, as I said in my other live streams, does the positive outweigh the negative? Right now, it does. The positive still outweighs the negative, and that's how I look at it. Okay, and no shortage of spicy food in Thailand. Definitely not. Yeah. So definitely a lot. Okay, welcome. Be a hang, America. I'm a Filipino and work here in San Francisco, California as an RN. I have Korean friends who are very loyal and still stand up for friends. Yeah. And speaking of that, growing up, because my mother was a nurse, I all the years I dropped by the hospital to pick up my mom or just go in. She's like, come in, I need you to help carry stuff. I would run into tons of Korean nurses and Filipino nurses, and of course a lot of Hispanic nurses because, California is 45.4% Latinos in the state of California. But no, I've seen so many growing up. Yeah, so many, Filipino nurses and Korean nurses. They actually, do work well together. The relationship is really good in that atmosphere, uh, especially for the Filipino and Korean nurses. They had to go through a lot of hell just to get to America. They went through some serious hell. I mean, you know, and I think even Filipino nurses in the Philippines, they go through some crap, and their salary is not even worth what they're supposed to get paid. Where some of them all of a sudden just say, "I just rather work in a call center for close to 15 to 20,000 pesos instead of 9 to 10,000 pesos as a nurse in the Philippines." That's kind of absurd. If you're a nurse, you need to get paid a little bit more. The teachers, the public school teachers in the Philippines get paid more. Wow. So yeah, and I think nurses are very important as that teacher is, but that's like another discussion. But yeah, but no, that's one thing. I had a good experience, meeting some of the Filipino nurses, and the way they work together. Yeah. So they were very good relationships. So that's one of the things. Yeah. Okay, you mean 6 million won per month, right? Yeah. In the beginning, it's 3 million won, but after they usually put 10 years, and if anyone from Korea can, correct me on this, because the reason I know this information is the students at these companies tell me this stuff. So they usually get 6 million won per month once they put in like 10 years, because something about 10 years in Korea, you get your pension for life or something. So just FYI, like we had Social Security in America, been going on for a long time. What a pension system did not start till after the 1988 Seoul Olympics in Korea. But yeah, it doubles. So the Korean has to go through 10 years of hell. If they can make it through 10 years of hell and be on the right line for promotion, then their salary starts to double a little bit more. But then they now have more responsibilities to do. So it's really still, hell chosun there. Hell chosun for the mighty one. So that's one of the things. So yeah. All right, I'm going to go back to the banner. Okay. So yeah. So another reason they come, of course, A lot of you that been to Philippines, even Thailand, since I've some of you coming from the Thai bloggers, yeah. Why do they go even to those countries? So yeah, and of course in Cebu, I seen tons of restaurants, Korean restaurants. Uh, Half of them are good, half of them are okay, whatever. Because I was like, okay. Korean supermarkets, of course. Let me iterate about the Korean super. It's not the super big Korean supermarkets like Galleria, like in California, or Seafood City, the Filipino supermarket. It's kind of like a little convenience, little place, especially in the Mandaue where immigration, there is a little Korean place. So a lot of them are just those little places because most of the times you can buy Korean food at Metro or in Roostons and those other places. They cater to the Koreans because got tons of them coming in for tourism. So, and there's a lot of medical places like, and what I mean by medical is acupuncture. So, and sometimes doctor's offices to cater to Koreans. So they're there in Cebu. So I see a lot of them. So sometimes if I need acupuncture, I can go to Korean, but it might charge me a lot more than what someone locally would charge. So you never know. But Koreans will pay that because they feel, oh, it's a Korean. I feel comfortable with a Korean. He'll speak to me in my native Korean language. So, which I understand that point. So yeah. And of course, guest houses. So if they're going to go learn English in the Philippines, there's a lot of guest houses available to them. So yeah. So those are one of the things here. Yep. So let's see. Okay. Which Korean food tastes better? Koreatown in Los Angeles or Korean food in South Korea? It's tough, you know. I'm gonna say more in South Korea slightly because it's South Korea. But a lot of stuff in Koreatown is almost as good quality as South Korea. Like the all-you-can-eat barbecue is a better deal in Los Angeles because they offered the marinated meat, the bulgogi, the kalbi, and that's a little cheaper in America than in South Korea, where South Korea is samgyeopsal, which is a pork belly. You could get all you can eat, and it's cheaper in Korea, but you can't really get the kalbi and all that bulgogi, the sweet marinade. It's a little expensive because they're importing meat from Australia. So yeah, okay. Yeah, and what red pepper powder flakes do you use for kimchi? So I live in Cebu. So, and I got some guys that live in Cebu. Yeah, so pepper flakes. So red chili pepper, you can buy them at the Korean markets. Yeah, so if you're in Cebu, there is a little place in immigration, in Mandaue. So when you go to immigration, there's a little convenience store there too. You could ask the Korean person there too. And let's see. Oh, sorry. And Daniel Roger, any red chili is fine. If you want one already made, get gochujang chili paste. Yeah, it's kind of in those little boxes. Yeah. So it's either in the red or green boxes. Yeah. And most of the Koreans, they'll help you out there. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, and Bob, I hate a dish that has clear noodle chunks of beef and vegetable ice cubes on top. What was it called? Okay, that is murningmyeon. That's the video I recently did the mukbang on. So that's the one I eat. I usually eat that during summer. I don't eat that, during the winter. But yep, 98 degrees in Cali, upland. So Dave, welcome to the stream. Okay. Now, yeah, murningmyeon, cold noodles. So yeah, you gotta put Bob. Yeah, it'd be better if you put some sort of sauce in it, or else it's gonna taste very plain. So I usually put like the hot mustard or something, because if I don't put any flavors, I'm not gonna really eat it either. So unless I'm really like hot and I need something cold, but they usually the Ajumos give me all these sauces to put, so it tastes much better that way. So yeah. Yep. Thank you for the chili pepper answer. Yep. No problem, Rogers. Yep. Oh yeah, definitely, Dave. So yeah. Yeah. Yes, I love that dish. Yeah. So always, yeah, get those little things in the sauce. It'll taste much better. Yeah, and you could even get like the kimchi one, kimchi murnengmen. That's even more tastier. So if you like a little bit of spice but not too much, that's what sometimes I would get. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add this to the mix because this. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about Korean men in this situation. I could have done one live stream, but I'll bring it up anyways. Now, do Korean men, because I talk to a lot of Korean men, see, in my experience, the Korean men that I talk to, they actually would say, hey, excuse me, I would go and marry, I want a Filipina girlfriend, Filipino wife. It's, they're caring, they're, warm, and, they talk about this. And of course, I know there's that other bad part, why they go there and stuff. But what I want to show you is I want to show you a screenshot. So I'll make sure I don't miss. I'm going to kind of leave the comments so I don't get lost here. So I'll come back to your comment here. Okay. So, I'm going to leave the comments on. I'm supposed to go to screen share. Okay. So I'm going to go to a little screen share here. Okay. Let me put it. Okay. This person it's Gina Kim. She did a little video about the suspicious tour to Philippines and travel agencies and talking about copinos. So I left a comment about it, so you guys can read it when you get a chance. So the channel it's Gina Kim. It's Gina Kim. So I'll probably read just a couple comments and tell you what happened. So before I read the comments, she talked about like why Korean men go to Philippines and they're there for the sex path thing, and she was trying to shine a subject, but a lot of the Filipinos and Filipinas are pissed off the way she presented it. And one said, I hate the way you keep playing safe and not saying not all Korean while you always keep saying all of the Filipinos. Why, Gina? This video needs to be shut down. Another thing, I wish you didn't generalize us Filipinos. I'm sorry, but this video needs to be turned off. Or, hi, Gina, please do not come to the Philippines. So, yeah, this was an issue. So a lot of Filipinos are up in arms about this because, and I know for Gina, she was trying to present it. It just didn't come out the way it was supposed to. And of course, English is not her, her first language, since Korean is her first language. And she usually does a good job on her videos. But yeah, what she did is the optics came out wrong. It just wasn't presented the way, it was supposed to go. So yeah, I know what she was trying to do, but it came out the way where it angered a lot of Filipinos. So as I put on two different pairs of shoes, if I was in the Filipino shoes, I might have been a little upset. I could understand that. And then from her shoes, she was trying to just present a story, but it just didn't come out the way it was supposed to. So, yeah. So I just wanted to just share that. And you guys can check the video out. It's Gina Kim. And you can, make your own opinions on it. So, yeah. Okay, Bob, you put sesame oil? Yeah, I love sesame oil. Okay, go more. I have a strong urge to get, excuse me, strong. Get out of bed and eat noodles now. Sorry, I need to drink some of this coffee. Too bad I'm not in Thailand. I say let's go to the Korean place now. All right, Kakashi. Yep, welcome. Yeah. Hello, Bob. What recipe do you use on kimchi? Maybe Bob will answer that. Yeah. And yeah, Gomer, why do a tour? Just take off on your own and hit the red light district if you want. Yeah. No, I agree. You could just go do your own thing. I know in Thailand, off of Nana Station, you got places there. But yeah, it's just basically, they kind of go in flocks. That's just very true with Koreans. They go in huge flocks where I like to go on my own. So, yeah. Okay, poor Gina. Yeah. But, yeah. So she's going through a lot of hate there. Oh, yeah. The sesame oil is the best. Yeah, Daniel. In Korean, we call it changgidam. So give me some changgidam, which is sesame oil. And yeah, Miss Korean barbecue in this pandemic. Yeah. So yeah, too bad, Nitbom, you're not here in South Korea. We can go eat some right now. I would say let's go right now because I'm going to be getting hungry really soon. Okay, problem is the perception of how Koreans portray their attitude behavior towards Filipinos. Maybe Gina could have made an illustration on a role play on how to overcome that stigma. Yeah. So if you guys get a chance, check out and make your own judgments and opinions. So if you want to. I'm not telling you have to. No, I'm not forcing you guys to do anything. So yeah. But I just wanted to bring that out. Oh, Uncle Joe. Yeah, it's my Uncle Joe in Georgia. So, yep, he's joining in. I know it's like, wow, it's almost late night. Just like Daniel, you're on the same coast now. Okay, yep. Roger says thanks to Daniel. So, yeah. Okay. All right. And, yeah, Daniel T., one of the best approaches when it comes to introducing myself or social recruiting in general or in Asia is humility, sometimes that many Western people lack. Yeah. So, yep, you still got to just kind of go quietly in the radar, just blend in. And, of course, the thing with Koreans is like most of the times they approach you, as I said in the past. And same thing happened to me. They kind of approach me sometimes. If they know I'm a native English speaker or from America, they're like, oh, we want you in here. So, and yeah, and quick story, like I went to a language exchange and two Korean girls go, we want a foreigner. I'm like, okay, can you define foreigner? And of course I was speaking Korean on purpose. I go, so what's the definition of a foreigner? And I just stood there, look at them funny. And then they stopped and go, oh, wait, where are you from? I'm from America. Really? Wait, you're not visiting? No, I'm pure American. What, you speak? Yes, I speak. English is my primary language. Sit down. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Using red pepper seeds, green onions, sea salt, and fish sauce. Yep. So there's your answer. So, yep, there's many ways to skin the cat here when making it to whatever palate you like. And, of course, Daniel says, recommend reading Western, Eastern philosophy and how to bridge a gap between the two philosophies. Yep. So, yeah. So, we'll see. Yep, Asian culture is definitely different from Western culture for sure. Agree. We all learned that. So, and sure, I will take you up on that offer when this ends. Yeah, come Korea or if in the Philippines or Thailand, we can still go eat some. That's a good thing. Korea's everywhere. Yeah. So, yeah. Keen, if you can react, Gina, let's do a joint live stream. Yeah, I thought about it, but we'll see. I might have to, for her to, do something with me, I have to probably step up to the table a little bit more. So in future, I'll I'll take a shot at it. So I've thought about it because she has some good perspectives from the Korean perspective. Yeah, she has 417,000 subs. She's big time, and some of her fellow YouTubers, I know them too. I know a couple of them personally, but but I'm kind of the opposite. I'm a little opposite of them, a little bit personality wise. So, because I'm a little more direct than they are. So, and I'll tell a little bit more. I don't care. So yeah. Definitely, Danny. I grew up in Asia, living in the U.S. for more than a decade. I know where you're coming from. Yeah. So definitely. But yeah, but that's one thing. Yeah, the Philippines. I never knew how big. How big. Yeah. And easiest way to bridge a gap is go with the flow. That's the thing. And that's what I learned to do here, even in Korea. So yeah. So definitely. Okay, and then Daniel, I have to constantly encourage Westerners to at least accumulate a culture, especially in Korea and the Philippines. Unfortunately, their mindset is about dating Korean or Filipina. Yeah, it's a very good point, to, figure out, how the country is, how the culture is, So definitely figure out and learn that. So, because then when you engage with a Korean or a Filipina, at least you have some knowledge base, and you don't come off as that, oh, I'm from America, I'm from UK, So that's one of the things, yeah. And sometimes I have to like check myself too, because I'm like, hey, I'm a guest. Even in Korea, even if it's my motherland, at the end of the day, I gotta say I am still a guest in this country. So, and that's one thing. Like one of the guys that served in the military, when they were going to Japan, their commanding officer told them, and they remember this till this day, and they passed that on to me. Remember, you are a guest in the country. This is not your country. Behave, represent, our branch. Don't give us a bad name. So, yeah. And yeah. Oh, Ethan only has 38 subs. I wouldn't mind if you guys hook up. Yeah. Okay. Ethan is a friend of mine. He was a Thai blogger because he owned a condo in Bangkok. So he was doing Thai content, but now he's doing Korean content because he's living in South Korea. So we're both Southern California guys. So I actually hung out with him in Thailand, and I met up with him to give him his stuff. So I'll probably contact him too. So he's been busy. He's supposed to come visit me here in Daejeon because he wanted to blog some of the things that I've been blogging, because he does pretty good videos. He has like good 4K and everything. But he's like, King, I don't carry those DSLR cameras. They're so heavy. So now, yeah, he just kind of uses his iPhone. He was telling me much easier, and he still gets 4K quality videos out. So that's one of the things. Oh, Jan, welcome. It's nice to see you again. Yes, she was my first guest on the live stream. So, yeah, welcome. When is your live stream? I want to at least visit and say hello, Jan. And sometimes Jan has her live stream. So if any of you get time, go visit her. She'll interact with you. She likes to have fun and talk with you guys. Okay, and that's a good idea. Yep, Bob, good point. Okay, let's see here. Hence, why I don't give personal tours to the first time was unless I present a kind of litmus test on what their intentions are. Yeah. So, yep. No, I don't blame you, Daniel. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, Daniel, I agree on the humility point. Yeah, we would benefit from some kind of and just treating people nice. Yeah. And that's the thing, like even when I went to the Philippines first time to check it out, and then I said, okay, I'll try the dating thing. Like the way I used to do stuff in the West does not work here. So I just had to like be cool and go, okay, let me just be normal. And then when I was normal, it worked out better that way. Just be cool and collect, and be good to the person. Okay. Yep, you're welcome, Jan. So, yep, get that live stream going. So, yep, it's fun to hang out. Okay, let's see. Go more hike, Alabama. Yep. What is it? Every time I see Forrest Gump. Go back to Greensboro, Alabama. Yep. Go Row Tide Row, Crimson Tide. Yep. I even like that movie, the sub movie Crimson Tide. What is it? The Alabama Row Tide Row. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. Doesn't get any more American than that. Yeah. Sweet home Alabama. Sorry, I'm not going to go karaoke on you. Then I understand. I don't blame you if you ran away all of a sudden. Okay. Okay, Jan, better start listening to some Korean music, not modern K-pop. So, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, so, ha. Okay. Yes, Jan is a good host. Yeah. Yeah, because I've seen you hung out there too, Bob. Yeah. So I try to come and visit everyone's stream if I can. It's just, it does get time consuming, But yeah, I try to visit as much as I can to other people's stream. Because sometimes, yeah, you realize after you do a stream and now you can sit and relax, you're like, oh, okay. Now I get to relax and get to watch somebody else. So, yeah. So I'm starting to realize, yeah, it could kind of kill your voice here. That's why I understand about the 3-in-1 thing. I got the instant one. All right, Dave, good point. Treat people how you want to be treated, only better. Yeah. Yep. It's basic stuff, basic stuff. Yep. Some Koreans are living in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm not sure if you know that. Yep. And Daniel, I actually knew that too. Unfortunately, yeah. Because how did I know that? Some Koreans told me that. I was like, Alabama? Why Alabama? Yep, just be nice and it'll work anywhere. Yep. It's common sense ideal. Yep, that's the ideal. Yes. So, yep. And he probably knows them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I've recently known some K-pop and some music from K-drama. Yeah. So there we go. Okay, Daniel, I didn't know that. Why are they there? Yeah. That's the part I don't know. I was thinking that had something to do with another telecom company from Korea, for especially like in Georgia, Metro Atlanta. There's 900,000 Koreans that live there. It's the second largest Korean population. So figured I'm not surprised being near Alabama because those states are right next to each other, close to each other. So, yeah. Okay, I missed the camaraderie between neighbors and U.S. I don't know the neighbors next door. Yeah. So, definitely. Yeah. Okay, I think. Okay, and Bob, Jan says, thank you so much. Even though I thought I'm not a good host, I'm trying to copy King's tips. Yeah. Nope, Jan, you're doing fine. You made it easy to interact. So, and if I stayed and Bob stayed, you're doing a fine job, because if you're interacting, we wanted to stay. So I like to stay. That's what keeps us staying, interaction. Okay, so Daniel, thank you for that information. Yeah. So Montgomery is a hub for clean air operations. Okay. So got it. I was thinking about where else clean air. So I was trying to remember where that other state they were. So it's Alabama. Okay. Yeah. Yep, Jan. So you'd be fine. Let's see. Yep, and they have lots of Korean restaurants in urban suburban areas. You won't miss them. Yeah, definitely not. Now, dude, I want to take a trip to Alabama, go catch the Tide, play college football, and go eat some Korean food. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay. And I forgot, I've seen some Korean Christian churches here with a multilingual sign up front. Yeah. So there's tons of Korean churches. Yeah. If you see a lot of Korean churches, you know you're in a Korean community. So, yeah. So that's a big indicator. So, yeah. So we can add Alabama, Georgia. So, and then, of course, those Koreans from California will probably start going to those two states more often. So it'll be the South where we'll have more Koreans than in California. So, but of course, California will still be in the top because it's easy to get to California from Korea, since the flights take 12 hours from LAX to Seoul, and then 10 hours with the jet stream, 10 hours back to LAX. So, yeah. And even for Atlanta. And yes, Vegas, Tommy. There's a direct nonstop from Vegas to Seoul. It's great. Yep, because there's a lot of Koreans inside those casinos. Yeah, I've actually met a lot by dumb luck. I was just playing roulette, and they're like, "Wow, hey." At first, they're like, "한국 사람?" No, I'm a 미국 사람. 미국 사람 means American person, but yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Korean style Auburn frat party. Yep. Yep. Auburn and Alabama. Big rivalry game every year. Cam Newton's. Last time they won was with Cam Newton. Yeah. Quarterbacking. He's a Patriot now. King, I'm so excited to share with you that I've already got my pin from AdSense. I've been waiting for a long time so I can get paid now. Okay, congratulations. You are monetizing. Cool. So you can get some that cash flow there. Congratulations. And it's 12 hours there, 10 hours back because, yeah, Earth is flat. Yeah. So we're congrats, Jan. Yep. So congratulations. I'm happy you got that. So you'll earn some of that, that money. You have some of your own money to, do fun stuff. So, yeah. So that's awesome. So, yeah. So definitely. Let's see. Excuse me. I'll try to go maybe another 3 to 5 minutes. If there's any last minute comments or questions you have, Yep. And let me confirm. Yep. Yep. Jetstream. Yeah, I know. Jetstream. Yeah. I know. Earth is flat. I know. Yeah, it's funny. I love it, Aztec. Yes, indeed. Yep, Auburn and Alabama are the two best college football schools. We're a big football state. That SEC conference, And just on a quick side note, because SEC used to not allow African-American players, and who is it? Bear Bryant was really smart. He purposely said, okay, USC, come play us, because USC allowed African-American players, and USC kicked the crap out of Alabama, and Bear Bryant's like, okay, now can I get some of those players in the South? So, yeah, that game was important to get those players there, yeah. Okay, so, Delta Chris, yes, hopefully let's get that ECQ lifted out of there. Yeah. And I encourage you to listen to Lee Yuri's Korean love songs. Yeah. I'm still thinking, yeah, she was a singer. All right. King, is it true Koreans come here for English teaching? Yeah. And even in where you live in Angela City, there's those schools there. So, yeah. Okay, thumbs up. Thank you, Aztec. Yep, you rock. Okay. I got a bold statement. I like K-pop. A coworker I used to know, she was Korean American, told me about it. Yeah, in the States it's more crazier than in Korea. Yeah, or better as Lee Song Chul. Yeah. So there you go. And good evening, Daniel. Fantastic. You got the business class upgrade. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yep. Yep. I'm writing down so I won't forget. Yes, Daniel with the wealth of information. Yep. And Mr. Ron says congratulations. And look at that pretty picture of his girlfriend there. So, yeah. Okay, and Delta Chris Danes Kreener was nice enough to let me have business credit upgrade in economy class for a price of $840. Wow, that's a good deal. Yeah, because Kreener is always expensive, but sometimes I'd rather pay for Kreener because sometimes I'd rather pay for like the sense of security, and the less worry. So yeah, I always, and of course people go, why don't you fly direct to Philippines? No, I have to go to Korea. I have my reasons. I always have to stop in Korea. And I'd rather always leave from Korea to Vietnam, to Thailand, to, Philippines, especially Cebu. They have direct flights there to Cebu because I don't want to go into Manila. So, yeah, I love those 4-hour direct flights to Cebu, man. It's in and out, bang, bang. It's easy. And I love going through Mactan 2 International Airport. It's easy to get through it. Yep. So I've watched CEO and G-Dragon videos on YouTube. Yeah. I think they do a song called Missing You. Do, 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 do. So, yeah. So, yeah. Great deal, Daniel. Yes, indeed. Great deal. This is some fun. Yep. Definitely, Daniel. Enjoy USA. So, definitely. Yep, and Mr. Ron says thank you. So yeah, so definitely. Okay. Yep. All right. Yep. Aztec, thanks for the stream today at Kingley. First time catching you. So check out YouTube. Live your ass off, you guys. So yeah, go check out Mike's if you're into like Thailand. But overall, I don't just watch because of Thailand. Mike's a great guy, man. I love Mike. He's a easy guy. And, he's really like living his dream and happy. He's a happy go guy. You don't see any negativity out of him. So that's why I would encourage you to go check out. Yeah, I have a lot of fun. Sometimes I would multitask and I just can't leave Mike. So, yeah. I just can't leave Mike sometimes because he keeps me going. I'm like, dang, I gotta. So, and then he shows me the beach and all that. So, yeah. So, definitely. Okay. So, let's finish up these last comments. Everybody have a good morning. So, night, and see you guys in the next one. Bob, thank you for coming. Okay. And Jan, next time, come into Angeles. Yep. Go sing. Okay. Yep. Aztec. I'll see you around. Yeah. Okay. So you guys Mike sure can talk. Yes, indeed. So definitely. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to do all the singing. Sometimes I got to make my girlfriend do some of the singing. So I won't kill her. Yep, Mike is infectious. Yep, definitely Aztec. I agree. Yeah. So good to see you. Yep, definitely. Okay. Yep. Good night, Bob. Yep. Oh, thank you, Mr. Ron. So definitely. Okay, and then I'll end it right here. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care. Thanks, everyone. So, all right. Well, everyone, I thank you for coming to the stream. So if you guys have anything want me to cover about Korea or the Philippines or even the U.S., put it in the comments and let me know. So I'm always going to be trying to brainstorm and put out more stuff as possible. So let me know. So other than that, yeah, take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys again. So Have a good evening or good morning, and be safe. Goodbye.